Here we go, right here, right now. We are getting ready. Bitcoin is breaking out of its downsloping trend here. The last 4-hour candles crushed through it. The MACD on the 4-hour and the stochastic RSI are now pulling up. We've got a next mover candle, which kind of hit this next level to just test it. And this base level here of this wick to find that support. We are getting ready. Maybe we come down a little bit on another candle or two, but by tomorrow, my friends, this thing is going to start to shoot up to its all-time high at 110. We are getting ready to look for the 120, 130K level. As we can see here, tap, tap, tap on the peak. Up here is the 125, 130K level. Pretty much in this zone right here. That's where we could expect Bitcoin to head up to next, possibly being around a 20% move. Now, isn't that so interesting and so juicy and so beautiful? Well, my friends, if you find that very, very interesting, well, you should absolutely just be in the right space at the right time. And I have a whole bunch of information I'm going to share with you throughout this video. It's going to be a nice and short and sweet video, but honestly, there's going to be so much jam-packed information in here. You're not going to want to miss a single second. So let's delve right in, let's get through it, and stay with me right till the very end. First of all, welcome back to the Crypto Bliss channel and community. Thank you for being here with me once again. I truly appreciate you, you wonderful supporter. Yes, you watching this video of mine and the community. Now, Bitcoin, as I said, next move up on its way to the 130, okay? 130 to 156 to 180,000. That's going to be the next move. Somewhere within this space here, between 130 and 180K. That's just what it is now, my friends. So if you want to be part of this opportunity, then make sure you use my Bybit link down below. Get yourself up to $30,000 deposit bonus. Okay? Because my trades are in profit, and I'm pretty sure your trades will be in profit too. And I'm pretty darn certain you're going to want to get in at this level, because what I'm about to explain and express to you is going to show you why you are still so darn early, even though it feels like you might be like the last person on the train in the very full bus. Well, that just isn't the case. Let's delve in. Ross Ulbricht was released yesterday, and Trump didn't do it on his first day inauguration as he promised, but he did do it on the third day, which is still good. There's absolute significance to all of this. And shout out to Kraken Exchange, because Kraken has donated $111,111 in BTC to Ross Ulbricht. So good luck, man. That's going to be enough money to get him off his feet. And yeah, I guess help him live, like get going. And who knows, maybe he gets his 177,000 Bitcoin back from the US government. I don't know. What impact will that leave on crypto? Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below. I love to hear what your thoughts are. All right, because Standard Chartered says that Bitcoin will hit $200,000 this year. Are you ready for $200,000 this year? Well, if you've been part of my community, I've been sharing with you that my target by October is actually $300,000. So that's wildly 50% larger than what we're expecting from Standard Chartered's price engagement here, right? But in saying that, you can see here that Standard Chartered says that institutional flows into Bitcoin in 2025 are to exceed 24 levels, with fresh capital likely to come from pension funds. US pension funds manage almost about $12 trillion. In 2024, okay, the Bitcoin ETFs brought in about 40 billion. I'm sure it was a bit more than that. But in 2025, what are we to see in 2025? If we're to 3x that as an example, and the ETFs were launched down here, all right, let's just take this as an example, just to where we're at 275%. We could still have another 275 times 3 gives us like 600, 750, like 800% more on Bitcoin. If we are to 800% on Bitcoin, my friends, we're going to see a a pretty darn massive Bitcoin. Okay, that's going to be $1 million Bitcoin. This cycle, could it hit it? I don't know. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, please, my friend. Okay, because 40 billion came in last year. What can come in from here? That's mad gains, okay? So, does Bitcoin know something we don't know with this explosion? This is the hourly chart. We are breaking out, okay? As you can see. Also, a little while earlier, we had huge announcement in. Stay tuned at 10 a.m. I wonder what that could be, because Bitcoin surges over 106,000 on potential Trump executive order. Boom! It went from 102,000 to 106,000. Boom, like that. Within, I'm sure this is like 15-minute chart, or not even. This is probably like 5-minute chart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like half an hour. Boom! Scratch up. Well, I guess that happened over the course of the whole day today. So with that being said, you can see here that without a doubt, if you're still waiting to buy Bitcoin, don't be surprised if it runs away from you in the next 5 to 10 days. This time last year, Bitcoin formed a similar trading pattern, then went up 52% in 28 days. That would push Bitcoin to about 160,000 by the end of February, if it is repeated. By the end of February, okay? February. We're talking about up here, okay? That's exactly there. Pull back, then smash through. Why could it not happen? It could. 52%. 52%. Okay? Could happen, yeah, my friends. All right. Now, I'm so grateful and I'm so fortunate that I managed to actually, for the first time ever, buy Bitcoin at this current level here. I was at this point here, around this candle here, that I got into Bitcoin. So it was in this zone here that I got into Bitcoin. So that's a nice, safe zone for me to got into Bitcoin. But on the way down here, honestly guys, my average price that I bought Bitcoin at was about $18,000. So you can only imagine where I'm sitting at right now with, I mean, I've bought along the way, so I've like kind of pushed my price up a little bit, but that's okay because I'm accumulating Bitcoin and that's all that matters right now. And so that being said, you can see here that Bitcoin can hit, just like I showed you on my chart, 120, 130K. Stochastic RSI is busy breaking out of its downtrend here. It's already retested. That happened here. Breakout, retest, pushing back up. We are going to be pumping very, very soon. Also because the SEC officially announces a crypto task force led by pro-Bitcoin Commissioner Hester Pierce. The task force will establish clear rules for the industry and crypto assets. All right. Not only that, but there's a bill to invest up to 10% of public employee retirement funds in Bitcoin ETFs has been tabled by Kansas Senator Brown. Now, you know how amazing that is? Well, my friends, because that takes pensions away from being depreciated by the dollar. That's just as simple as that. Big things are coming, and I love how she puts the B, Senator Loomis puts the B at the big, okay? Huge, if true. We all know what's about to happen and unfold. It's going to. It's just a matter of the execution of this. Now, Michael Saylor shared this post here about Larry Fink, saying if you are frightened of debasement of your currency, you can have an internationally based instrument called Bitcoin. I'm a big believer.
If you're frightened of your debasement of your currency, or you're frightened of your economic or political stability of your country, you could have an internationally based instrument called Bitcoin that will overcome those local fears. And so I'm a big believer in the utilization of that as an instrument. And so if that becomes true, and you see that it could be a proper hedge against maybe hope securities or equities.
Yeah.
The question is, could you see a 2 or 5% allocation? I was with a sovereign wealth fund during this week, and that was the conversation. Should we have a 2% allocation? Should we have a 5% allocation? if everybody adopted that conversation, it would be 500,000, 600,000, 700,000 for Bitcoin.
But does it also?
I'm not, as a huge believer of crypto and blockchain and tokenization, I want the SEC to rapidly approve the tokenization of bonds and stocks. That will simplify things, make things easier. Some of the tax on BlackRock would never have to vote on a proxy vote anymore because every owner of record would be notified through a tokenization of equities. And it would save more money for more people. It would bring down the cost of ownership of stock and bonds. So those are the type of financial reforms we need.
The US nation state, Bitcoin adoption, he's front running other nations. This man knows precisely what he's doing, and he's encouraging the world to jump on board. Obviously, he wants to make money in his fees and in the Bitcoin price, but as you can see here, the national debt is at its ceiling on Trump's second day in office, just as US Treasury Janet Yellen, to launch measures to avoid debt limit on Tuesday, had announced that would happen by Tuesday. So in other words, a day after his inauguration. I wonder why they left it like that for the man. All right. Anyways, you can see here, the lid has been blown off. We're absolutely going to have to print more money because that is all that has ever happened in the entire history of Bitcoin. The US dollar, is that they have increased the money supply, and we are about to continue to increase the money supply. And as you can see here, what this does and the effect that it has here is that this 36, we put $387 billion into the market over the last couple days. Wow, so much money just out of thin air. And Dodge Clock has now got 11.5 billion of that. Not only that, but the US is about to head into some serious recessional problems in terms of its debt to GDP ratio. By the year 2054, it could end up at about 172%. That's mad, my friends. That's mad. 172%. That makes this honestly look like chalk and cheese. This could be about a 150 to 200 trillion dollar market cap at that point. That would be in debt. That would be insane considering the amount of debt there is. And by the effect of all of these actions, this is exactly what takes place, and this is how early you still are into Bitcoin. But before I show you that, please make sure, if you have enjoyed this video, I would appreciate if you could please go ahead and subscribe to the channel, Crypto Bliss channel, if you have not yet subscribed. Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed the video, and let's finish off. So in October 5th, 2009, the new Standard Liberty establishment, the initial exchange rate of Bitcoin, which saw a $1 equivalent to 1,309 Bitcoin. If you were fortunate enough to buy Bitcoin at that price and get Bitcoin, at that price, okay, and used $1 to buy 1,309 Bitcoin, that is what Da Vinci Jeremy said to you. Buy $1 worth of freaking Bitcoin. He said it in 2011 though. But honestly, my friends, if we come here to Bitcoin and we have a look at Bitcoin, okay, what 1,309 Bitcoin would be worth today, your $1 would literally have converted into what is that, $13 million, 800, oh no, your $1 would have made you a billionaire. It's 3 digits, that's another 3 digits. No, your $1 would have converted into $138,243,656 today. So if you had bought $10 worth of Bitcoin, you would be a billionaire today. That is fucking insane to think about that. So imagine buying Bitcoin today at a $100,000 price, okay? And then all of a sudden, And then all of a sudden, but the next thing you know, Bitcoin is now sitting at a $10 million price, okay? What do you do at that point, my friend? What do you do at that point? Because you would have left out buying Bitcoin at a $100,000 price and now it's worth $10 million per Bitcoin. Imagine the crazy numbers that you would see if you had bought that, okay? I mean, even, let's go and have a look at this. This is epic here, because if we buy in fact, we had 1,309 Bitcoin, okay, because we bought $1. Let's just say scenario price goes up to $10 million a Bitcoin, okay? That takes this market cap, okay? You would convert your $1 worth of Bitcoin into $13 billion. One fucking dollar into $13 billion. Oh boy, I am only so sorry that I did not get enough Bitcoin. So what I do want to say to you is that today, that 1,309 Bitcoin would cost you $135 million, my friend. Okay, that honestly is a mad multiplier. Okay, and so if you have a look here, okay, and currently Bitcoin, are we saying Bitcoin hits a $10 million price divided by $100,000 today? It's still another 100x. Okay, this biggest, fastest, #1 asset in all of crypto has the best opportunity at making it big for you, for me, for our families, and for the world. And if you've enjoyed this video, I truly appreciate you. Thanks for being here with me once again, and we'll see you on the next one.